Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Matt Rogers, and look at the skies today. Look at the sun and look at the haze and the chemtrails. They've been chemtrailing. There must have been about 30-40 planes up there this morning. That's been chemtrailing our skies over the UK. It's just terrible, and also you can see the hot clouds. All these chemicals, they're covering everything now. They're trying their best to cover everything, because if them clouds weren't there, we would see the heavenly bodies. They really are spraying the skies up here north, east of the UK, and all parts of the world are being chemtrailed as well. So I'm going to go onto the webcams now, and we're going to see what we can see on the live cams. Look at this Brooklyn Bridge cam. You can see on the horizon the plasma. On the right hand side you can see the pink reflection, the darkness on the ground, and also that yellowness from Nemesis. Look at the horizon on the left hand side, the reflections are there. The sun's going up, and also the simulator in front of the sun, and you've got that haze on the left hand side, so you've got to keep an eye on that. It's so important to keep an eye on that yellow and orange haze. They're reflections from the binary twin. You can see on this Dubai cam, look at the horizon, look at the darkness and the pinkness, and you've got that haze there from Nemesis. The pink haze is coming. These objects, these huge celestial bodies, are coming now. The reflections are hitting the horizons now. They're hitting the atmosphere. They're reflecting. They're coming down. You can see these now. These will be the first things you will see, and then you will start seeing the heavenly bodies. It's only a matter of time. And they're chemtrailing every single day now. Just go out and look at the sun. You will see the chemtrails spraying the skies every single day. Look how dark it is on the Siesta Beach cam. We go back to this beach cam quite often. You can see the yellowness on the horizon and all that chemtrail, the poison, the darkness. Look how low the clouds are. It's all poison. It's covering our skies. Look how dark it is on the land. It's 8:28 AM there, and they've got all them chem clouds up there covering the skies. If you look on the horizon, you can see the reflections, the pink reflections coming through. So important that you see them movements on the horizons, because the reflections are coming through from Nibiru and Nemesis. Here it is again on the Miami and beach cams. Look how dark it is. It's 8:28 AM, and you can see on the horizon there, you can see the pink reflection at the bottom, and you can see at the top there, you can see where the simulator's working hard. The two reflections are there. Look on the left, it's too dark. We've got these heavenly bodies up there that are reflecting in front of our sun. There is huge celestial bodies up there. People need to know this and be aware of this, because every single day it's getting dimmer and darker. The pinkness there on the left hand side, and you've got that blueness there, and then also you've got the Nemesis, the binary twin on the horizon, that orange reflection. You must keep an eye on that. It's so important, because the cams don't lie, and this is what's happening. Here is another interesting cam. This is another Miami beach cam. You can see there easily. Look between where the sun and the simulator is. It's that grey haze sky, and then you've got that other reflection below it, the orangeness. That's Nemesis. Nemesis will show itself shortly. It really will. I can't see it being too long now, because the horizons and the colorings are just there 100%. They should have chemtrailed this sky a lot more than what it is now. But look at below. Look at the darkness on the ground. This is serious. Something big is going to go off one day. I know it's going to happen, and I don't believe it's going to be that far away. It really is going to go off. You can see it now. You can see how dark it is everywhere on the land. So important that we all get other people to look up at the skies as well, because I believe the public are looking up and thinking, why is it so dark? It is truly dark. And some parts of the world, like here on that cam as well, are in their summer period. It's so obvious that there's something going on. Here on the cam that I normally go back to as well, you can see where the horizons are just grey and bleak and chemtrail right down to the sea level, so we can't see nothing. Behind them chemtrails, you will see the truth that the binary twin is there on the horizon. And the reflections as well show you that the skies have changed. There's no brightness anymore. The sun is dimming because we are having an eclipse from the heavenly bodies. It's just me telling you this. It's so important because many people need to know this. The sea level is very high on this cam. It's normally you can see the beach from a distance, but the thing is though, you can see the pink reflections on them chemtrails. The sky is a creamy haze. It's not the same as it was before because we've got these huge celestial bodies up there that are pulling on the Earth's magnetic field. It's only a matter of time until we start feeling the real true force of this situation. There's other earthquakes that have been reported around the world as well on fantastic channels. And also, there's just strange things going on up in the skies. There really is. Many military planes are up there now spraying, so today, I believe if them chemtrails weren't there, we would have seen something huge. You can see them when you use special technology, camcorders, and even some great mobile phones now have got some technology you can see straight through them chemtrails. So it's so important that we just keep observant on the situation and be persistent. Here is the other Miami beach cam on the other side, on the east side. You can see now blatantly. Look what they've done to the skies. They've put this huge thick blanket of chemtrails right under the simulator and sun. And also at the bottom there, the binary twin is raising up on the skyline. So the binary twin, Nemesis, will be behind that thick chemtrail, that blanket of grey haze of aluminium and all sorts of other chemicals that are causing harm to us. Look at the timestamp. Look how dark it is. It's like 8 o'clock at night, not 8 o'clock in the morning. And also there's an object there to the right. The thing is though, we are really in these serious times. And we're walking around as if everything's okay. Because something huge, something strange is going to happen shortly. I can just feel it. You know when you get up one morning, you just know that something's going to go off. And then at the end of the day or the middle of the day, something does go off. But it's just, you get your wits about you, you know what I mean? You just know something's strange. And to be honest with you now, I think that something's going to go off this year. Something this year is going to go to a point, that a situation. It really is. I'm just going to keep hunting the cameras, but I'm telling you, we are dimming. The cameras don't lie. This is a high definition cam, and they don't lie. Because you can see what they're doing. They're covering up the celestial bodies. They really are covering them up now. They are spraying so low, they're putting the chemtrails down very low. They've learned how to angle the chemtrails and rotate them and move them. They're using these HARP technologies to basically cover situations. Weaponized war, manipulated technology. It's all happening now, and it's so important that we just keep an eye on the skies. The only reason why I believe that they're doing this, as I said before, is that they don't want to lose the war on the banking system. They don't want to lose the money that's going filtering through from our pockets to their banking systems, so they can continue with their underground cities. I've done a video last night showing you this. It's just basically, I know at times I basically repeat myself, and it's just, I just want to, I'm like you, I'm just a normal guy that just basically wants the truth to go out there. And I just feel that I just want to tell you what I feel in my heart, what I see in the skies. It's so important. I just want to let people know and understand that I'm seeing this, and I know you're seeing these situations as well. And people still walk around as if nothing's happening, and they say, oh, the sun, it's just the sun. The sun is just as it is, and that's it. No. The sun is absolutely having some strange and bad situations by the binary twin right now. It's come back. It's come back to haunt us, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. Here is the Michigan cam. You can see the bad weather they're having over there. I've looked on the chart reports, and they are having strange patterns of weather. And basically it's happening all over the world. But if you look on the right hand side, you can see the reflection there, the pink and dark reflection. Also the chemtrails are there with some strange weather patterns. So I'll be looking at the lake cam all day today. I'm going to check that, keep an eye on that on the monitor. This is the Silver Lake Sand Dunes cam, and it's been pointing upwards to the sky. Look at those thick chemtrails. Now the thing is, these are chemicals. These are not our natural clouds. Okay, look at the pinkness in the middle of the reflection, and also the greenness. It's just all chemicals. They're not our natural clouds anymore. We are being sprayed every single day now. Every single day they're spraying the skies. Now before, they only used to spray across the sun and a few bits and that and everything. Now they're spraying the whole skies to hide everything. The solar activity of the sun right now is caused by Nemesis that's burning, causing more problems to our natural sun. The core is burning twice as much, causing lots of solar flares heading our way towards our Earth. We are closest to it now on some parts of the world in the summer period, and basically these flares are coming at us. As I said before, they take 8 minutes to come travel into our Earth. And this sun is in a big, bad way at the moment, and it's causing problems all the time. So they're covering our skies to prevent these solar flares for attacking our system, and the power grid will go down. It can go down at any single time now, any time. We're in hard times right now with the sun. And it's just basically another situation, Nemesis. So when it leaves past our sun, things will calm down, but then we've got Nemesis, Nibiru, heading our way. That's the worst part. And there's worse to come. Because as the brown dwarf passes, it's going to cause huge waves, and it will cause a pole shift. That's it. That is it. So basically, they're covering the skies at the moment with the flares because of the solar flares that are coming in. But what's the point of covering the skies when Nemesis comes past us? They will do this still to hide the situation, which they've been doing for years. Many people have spotted the binary twin. They've spotted Nibiru as well. There's some real genuine photos out there. And also, I can't stress to you too much. You know, it's just basically that we're in some crazy times ahead of us. We really are, really are. Here's a live cam at Boston, the Boston cam, and also you can see how dark it is. And look at the pink reflection coming on the left-hand side. Those reflections are from Nibiru, and also they are start chemtrailing up there as well with that silvery haze. Look at the skies, look at the darkness. I just feel really sorry for people because the subscribers know what's going on. Many thousands of people know what's going on. It's just the ones that don't get told anything. They just sit there and watch their TVs and their false media and propaganda telling news media. It's just not fair. And we just want to shout out to them people, don't we? We really do. We want to shout out and tell them that there's something seriously going on up there. And we've read and we've looked at the documentaries and stuff, and we've had to pick up the pieces to get the pieces together to know the truth. And we all know now. We're all standing strong, and we know. We know that those heavenly bodies are coming in now. They knocked past all the other celestial bodies, knocking them out of place and tilting them and everything in the past. And they're here now. There's no other reason why they're chemtrailing. Why would the sun all of a sudden be agitated all of a sudden? There's no reason for it to be agitated. It's supposed to burn for another 5 billion years. And all of a sudden now, they're chemtrailing, and the sun is now getting to a point where it's burning twice as hot. Well, we all know what's wrong, don't we? We all know what's wrong. Those huge celestial bodies are out there now. Nemesis is now right close to its binary twin, our natural sun. The pair of them are there together, rising up on the horizons. You can see on this cam as well, the University of Vermont cam. Look on the horizons. You can see the pinkness and reflections from Nibiru. It's all there moving around on the cams. I'm going to zoom in on this cam as well and show you the skies. These pink reflections are there on the skyline. If you look closely, you can see the movement of them as well. These reflections are coming through our clouds, and this is why they're chemtrailing. Because Nemesis is there on the horizons. The reflections are coming in bigger, much bigger. When I started doing the Mexico cams, the reflections were starting to come in. And now the reflections are coming a lot more bigger, proving that we have got these celestial bodies moving in closer. We really have now. And we've just got to keep looking at these cams to see how red the skies are getting. They really are getting much more, it's getting much more clearer now. We can see strange light sources coming through the clouds and the redness and the reflections. Here is another cam, the connector cams. You can see the yellowness and the dimness on the horizons. And also respect to Neil Oakley, that's doing a wonderful job. He's being very persistent and showing the his cam, and he's showing the horizons of every morning up in here in the UK. So respect to you, and respect to many other people that are showing their footage. And we all are a community. We all need to stick together, because here in the UK we've got many people that are standing the ground and looking up the skies as well. So everyone's doing a brilliant job, and I respect that. We all are really searching and researching everything that's going on in the skies, because we all know that something's wrong now. We all know that there is a situation up there, and we all need to stand our ground and look up and keep going. Here on this national mole cam, you can see that it's dark, too dark for that time of the day, and also the horizon there is very hazy, and also the pinkness on the right hand side. Don't be fooled that it's a clear blue sky, because if you look at the bottom right hand corner, you can see where they've been chemtrailing in the morning, that mixture of haze and greyness. If you look at this was earlier on in the morning, you can see that reflection, the pinkness. And look where I said earlier on that other photo that's up to date now, you can see there in the morning where they sprayed the skies. Look at the thickness of the greyness of these chemicals that they spray every single day. And you can see the binary twin reflection, the redness there on the horizon on the right hand side. And also the burnt clouds on the left hand side, they're not doing anything anymore. So important we see these reflections. It is so important. Look on this Budapest cam, you can see the pinkness on the left hand side, Nibiru on the horizon, and on the right hand side the simulator and the sun behind it, and the reflections also give it away that we've got this binary twin in our system. It's just a situation where we just got to keep our eyes on the skies, because the darkness and everything's here. Everything is now. It really is. Because we are seeing all these reflections and refractions. It's all happening now, and this dark shadow in between it all. And I've been looking into this because I've been watching this shadow for many days now. Here on this eastern bull cam, you can see again another part of the world. You can see where the skies are being sprayed in the morning, and you can see the hydrogen being burnt off the natural clouds. And the reflections are there, the pinkness of Nemesis, and also the sun in front of that simulator. Now the sun is burning so much now, and tonight I will look at the Soho cams and give you more footage of what's going off. It's so important that we all know this. The clouds are on an angle as well. Like last night I done that video for that fantastic subscriber from Australia who videoed the skies. You can see this angle. The clouds, the chemtrails, they don't sit right, they sit on an angle. From the bottom end they're lowered, and then the top end higher. They can't keep it straight. Thing is though, we are tilting back and forth, as I said before, and the earth is wobbling. But the thing is though, media just shut it down. Google just shut it down. The powers to be don't want you to know this. What they do is people start putting all the important messages up on news media and WikiLeaks and what have you. And then after a while they just plaster everybody with false media news and glamorous Christmas adverts and programs just to make you stop looking up in the skies, and they pull down behind your back all the information off Google. They don't want you to see it. These two reflections are on the screen. You've got the purple haze, and then you've got the brightness of the simulator and also the plasma. Here's another live cam. It's important to see again the haze in the sky and the pink reflections. And also here is, as look at the timestamp, and also it's dark. It's just basically too dark, and they're having their summertime in the areas as well. It's too dark for the skies, and they're spraying the skies there. The military over there are spraying their skies as well. It's the biggest event in history, and they're doing it right under our noses. Right above our heads, we are being sprayed every single day. This is a real event, and it's coming. It really is on its way. It's so close now. It's so close, and I just want people to be looking up at the sky now. Here on the Route 66 cam, you can see that reflection from the binary twin, the pinkness on the haze as well. And those chem clouds are there. They're not real clouds, they're chemtrails. The public still think that the clouding up there are just natural clouds. They're not. Look at the car headlights on, it's getting dark there as well. It's too dark. People are putting the lights on now. They're doing it through the day here in the UK. They're putting the lights on in the morning and they're driving around all day with the lights on. It's just getting to a situation now where it's time to believe. As Mr. John Moore said on his documentary and his other, if you please subscribe to his radio channel and please listen to him, it's fantastic. I listen to him in the mornings on his show. He does a great show, and he's basically, he's standing his ground. He's persistent and he's not stopping. He's going all the way. He really is. He knows what is going on, the secrets of military and stuff like that. He's a very clever man, and also many other channels are very clever people, and they just want us to see the truth. And I want you to see the truth as well, because it's all changing now, and these are chem clouds. Here in the UK, you can see on this weather cam, a GWSE weather cam, this is called a laser cam, and basically this is down in the Cornwall area of the UK. You can see the pink haze, and the greenness of the sky and the darkness, the reflections as well. So it's all happening. We're getting all these red reflections. And also, I just want to say as well, and we all know this as well, the subscribers, and I want to just say this message to the new subscribers and other people that are new to the channel. The Nibiru and Nemesis, Nibiru is dragging so much trash, so many comments behind it. And when it does go past, it's going to cause a lot of problems. It already is. There is trash coming in from all sorts of parts of the inner solar system now, and it's been thrown at our sun, and things out there are really bad right now. They are really bad. And it's so important that we try and get the message across. It's so important. Here's the Lanzen live cam. The timestamp there is the 5th of the 1st, 2017. Look on the horizon, and also the chemtrails are up there on the sky, the lowered chemtrails. They're on a strange angle as well, and also you can see the plasma coming up from Nemesis on the ground. Now, as I said before, these objects are not here yet. They're still a long way away, but they're in our inner solar system now. They won't tell you that they're attacking other celestial bodies right now. They will not tell you. News media won't say a thing. They're keeping it a secret to the very end. The thing is, when they do come close, and we're going to get some huge reflections, then basically things are going to start getting pretty bad. So I'm going to go to the next cam. I just want to say though that I'm keeping an eye on this cam, as I said before. It's so important to keep an eye on this Lanzen cam, because there's huge pockets of water up down below there. So such a situation now, we've just got to keep monitoring all the cams. The moon as well, last night, it looked very strange. It was very low. It was far too low for my liking. It was also in like a watery haze. It was very green. It had a halo around it. It just didn't look right. And also the way it was moving as well, it was like rocking back to forth. And I believe this is because Earth is rocking back to forth. It's basically, we're wobbling, you see. Things are getting erratic. And it soon will be a situation where everybody will see this erratic behavior with the celestial bodies, but it's us. It's our Earth being pulled by the magnetic field from Nibiru. And it's just important to look at these charts, because basically they're telling us that the moon is basically being dragged as well. Everything's being dragged. Also, the sun is being affected too, and also looks very low in the skies. We in the UK are up on the northern hemisphere. The sun before in the past was much higher, but because of the Nibiru situation with the Earth being dragged and also the magnetic pull, we are seeing the sun being very low as well. It doesn't take long for the sun to go up and then down straight away. The binary twin is next to our sun, and also here on this chart you can see where the other celestial bodies are sitting as well. Everything is out of sync. It's not right. And it's just basically keeping our eyes to the skies, because looking at the charts as well, it's just important to get all the information to get it right. Here is an up-to-date comet chart where you will see the diagram there on the screen of the ones that were close and basically the bypassed, passing our atmosphere and up in the solar system. But also it's just important to track everything, really, to be honest with you. I'm going to track everything and look up at the skies with the telescope and see if we can pick up any of these objects. But there's been reports all over the world that people have seen these comets, large ones that have come out, cutting through our atmosphere, brightening up our skies. This is because a lot of the comets have been pulled out of the Kuiper belt and being dragged by Nibiru Nemesis. It really has. These are objects that have been dragged through. There's no doubt in it now, because before a long time back, we never had these situations. But now, as it's all happening, it's been going on for a long time now, and NASA's hid it for too long. Here is an asteroid chart, where they basically track all the asteroids, and most asteroids are very big, huge. And also they're tracking them each day and every day in the different parts of the skies. There's many of them that have come in now. They make these names up of these asteroids as well, to make everything think it's all alright and they're not going to do anything. Like one that attacked the Earth back in the day with the dinosaurs, basically changed everything. Because one could hit through the keyhole, as I said before, and could change everything again. Here is an up-to-date planet chart as well, giving you the brightness and the settings and altitude and all of it. Basically, they are tracking everything, as I said before, just to check that everything's in order. But basically, they know that there's huge problems out there right now. Because before it was different, but now it's not. It's changing. Everything's heating up. Everything is heating up. There's been reports all over the world about this. But they won't give you the full story, the reason why it's heating up. Because there's no climate change on the other planets. That's a complete hoax, as I said before. It's because we've got Nemesis, the brown dwarf, that's coming past most of the celestial bodies heading our way. I'm going to leave you now with this this chart and keep an eye on everything. So I'm going to monitor this through the day to see what I can see up there in the skies using this special chart. So I'm going to get back to you. So respect to everybody, and I'll speak to you soon. And have a great day from Matt Rogers.